Hi, Ryan Thompson from Endure Car Protection. Thanks for joining this video. Very excited today. First customer Porsche 997 Turbo. This is a Gen 1. For you 911 geeks, this is the Mesga engine, which arguably is the best. So this is the start. Let's have a look underneath, and we will also be taking the wheels off and doing inside the arches. So on to the next bit. So let's get the car up on the ramps and have a look underneath. First of all, giving it the chassis snow foam and then the jet wash afterwards to get it nice and clean. And then car's now drying and getting ready for Lanoguard. And actually one of those, that panel there, I actually took that off on my own car. I've got a 996, the older shape. It doesn't have a panel there, and there was a bit of rust on mine, so I thought, knowing that this one might rust in those places, let's get them protected before it gets that way. Anyway, so that's before. Now after, so we've got the Lanoguard into all of the different nooks and crannies. Very tightly packaged, these cars: gearbox, engines, turbos, intercoolers, anti-roll bars, all sorts of stuff going on. So there's a lot of different angles I'm spraying at to make sure that I get Lanoguard into everything. So that was very much the case on this car. And then getting that tray back into position and putting it all back together. So that was the rear. Then we went into the workshop and got up on the jacks doing wheels off, and we also gave the wheels a bit of a clean as well while we had them off. Just this time of year, this is recorded in January and it's been raining non-stop, so it only driven very short distance, but already it gets dirty. That's just the conditions we've got. So now in the rear, this is before, so have to bag up the disc to make sure we don't get any Lanoguard on the disc. They are carbon discs as well, so to be super careful as you're taking the wheel off. But this is after now, so getting the Lanoguard right around the arch, all around the springs, all around the bits of suspension that I can't get to with the wheels in place. They're very tightly packaged, these cars, as I mentioned. There's a lot going on. So that's the rear offside, and then we've got the front offside. And it was so low, this car, it was tricky getting the front of it on my normal hydraulic ramp. So while I had the car in the air with the wheels off, I managed to do the underside of the front at the same time. Here we are, having done it with the bag off. So this is inside the wheel arch, and all looking good. Did the underside as well, and yeah, it looks very neat. And that glossy finish will dry like a candle wax. So the other side now, rear. So this is the near side rear. I had jet washed the arches, but there's a little bit of mud left, so a bit of brush to get rid of those. And now that's been Lanoguarded in that rear arch all the way around. Make sure that's nice and protected, all looking good. Again, it's all this, there's just so much going on, springs and arms, and there's an engine not far away, drive shafts. There's just a lot going on there. But that's the rear done, and then finally the near side front. So this is before, and yeah, so again, managed to get under that as well, get the Lanoguard underneath, and then in all the different angles that I could. And there we go, all looking nice and neat. Yeah, so that was the front all done. So yeah, that's Lanoguard on the front. You can see that alignment tool as well, that's very useful to protect the carbon discs. So that's the front done. And then I've just done a little bit of a video here. So people often ask, how does it go off? So you might remember earlier in this video, the rear after I'd done it was very, very glossy and shiny. This is probably 2 or 3 hours after, and you can see now how already it started to cure and dry. And yeah, as it starts to dry, it dries clear, and that highly glossy finish, it sort of turns to candle wax, and it actually takes a full week to properly cure, but within the first 24 hours it certainly hardens up. Does remain a little bit sticky, but yeah, it certainly starts to go off quite quickly. And yeah, that's the end of this video. So if you've got a car that we can help you with, please do get in contact. Thank you very much for watching.